All right, so thank you very much for joining, and we will do Bhagavad Gita chapter number 10. Okay, we're going to start with Bhagavad Gita chapter number 10. So, do you know what is the name of this chapter, anybody?
The opulence of the absolute.
Absolute, very nice. The opulence of the absolute. Okay, it's going to be a very fantastic chapter which will explain a lot. Okay, there's a lot to be learned. It's very, very awesome. So this is very, very awesome. So we will do this, and yeah. So we will start with the devotees. Yes, very beautiful. All right. So I would like show of hands. Who all want to recite verses so that I can call your names? Okay. Who all want to recite the verses? I'll call out your names. Okay, based on how you. Okay, good. And also, I would request all of you to please turn on your videos so that I'll be able to see you and I can know. Okay, some of you I don't even know. I've never seen you. Okay. If I'm going to meeting you on the street, then I won't be able to recognize you. Okay. So please turn on your videos. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, devotees, let us begin chapter number 10. The opulence of the absolute, verse number 1. Okay, here is the verse. So let's see who all have raised their hands here, okay? We have Prema, Kunti Mataji, Sonia Mataji, Sindhu Mataji, Kalyani Mataji. Okay, we'll give all of you a chance. Verse 10.1 Bhagavad Gita. Before that, quick prayer. Soma Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prachanine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyat Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Let us start with the first verse. So, okay, first verse. Let's see who all are here. Okay, that's great. Sonia Mataji, yeah, please go ahead and read the first verse.
हरे कृष्णा श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जी की जय चैप्टर 10 द ऑप्युलेंस ऑफ द एब्सोल्यूट श्री भगवानुवाच भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः यत्तेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया shall I read synonyms and translation?
Yeah, yes.
Thank you. Synonyms. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Bhuya, again, Eva, certainly, Mahabaho, O mighty armed, Shrunu, just hear, me, my, Paramam, Supreme, Vacha, instruction, Yat, that which, they, to you, Aham, I, Priyamanaya, thinking you dear to me, Vikshyami, say, Hita Kamyaya, for your benefit. Translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Listen again, O mighty armed Arjuna, because you are my dear friend, for your benefit I shall speak to you further, giving knowledge that is better than what I have already explained. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much. Such a beautiful verse, right? Krishna is explaining so nicely. So what is Krishna saying here? Lord Krishna is saying, I'm going to tell you something which is better than what I've spoken before. Saying, Shrunu me paramam vachaha bhuya eva mahabaho. Again I shall speak. So is he going to repeat? So if somebody says, I'm going to speak again, we may feel, are you going to repeat the same thing now? No, he's not repeating anything. Paramam vachaha, something better. He's going to explain something better. Paramam vachaha, the topmost instruction. Better knowledge than what he has given before. And the best part of it is this, that he's saying, Priyamanaya, Hitakamyaya. These two words are so nice. Our parents, they love us so much, isn't it? And everything that they tell us is with love, okay, because they love us and it is for our benefit, right? And our actual real father, real mother, Krishna, he's saying, for your benefit, I'm going to tell you, okay, Priyamanaya, because you are very dear to me. Okay, Krishna is telling that. So, Krishna is talking to Arjuna, and Krishna is talking to all of us, all the living entities. Okay, because you are my very dear friend, for your benefit, I shall speak to you further. Giving that knowledge, which is better than what is being spoken here. Okay, so the thing is, first of all, we have to understand here it's written Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Right? So Bhagavan. So what is the meaning of Bhagavan? Can anybody say what is the meaning of Bhagavan? Balvan means one with energy. Right? Vidwan means one with knowledge. Then what is Bhagavan?
Bhagwan means, Prabhuji, one who has all six opulences.
Fantastic. One
The
with
wealth,
opulences.
knowledge,
Bhaga is Bhagya. Okay, six Bhagya. Six opulences. That's why he's called Bhagavan. He's full of the six opulences. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Who would like to explain the six opulences of Bhagavan? What are the six opulences that Krishna has? What is so unique about Krishna? What are the six
wealth,
opulences that Krishna? Yes?
Prabhuji,
Yes,
wealth,
sir.
beauty.
Wealth. Okay, wealth. Can you justify that? How
He
are you
owns the
saying
whole,
Krishna has got all the wealth?
Prabhuji, he owns the whole universe. He's the master of the whole universe. He has created the universe. Everything belongs.
Okay, what else? Any other
Prabhuji, he
points?
is the husband of
Beauty,
goddess of
he can
wealth.
compare his beauty.
Yes.
So
He's the
beautiful.
husband of goddess of fortune,
Fortune.
Yes.
right?
And
So,
beautiful. Nobody can compare.
let's go step by step. One moment, wait. Okay, Lakshmi, he's a goddess of fortune. Means he's the husband of goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, right?
Yes.
And Lakshmi has got a name. Do you know what's one of the names of Lakshmi?
Three.
Shri. Many names are there. One of the names is Chanchala.
Yes.
Chanchala. Chanchala means she doesn't stay at one place, right? Just like the stock market, right? One day it is in the 52-week high, other day it is in the 52-week low. Chanchala. So, but then Krishna is called Chanchalapati. So he is the husband of the goddess of fortune, who is Chanchala, who doesn't stay at one place, but she stays at one place. Where is that place?
Lord Krishna.
At the heart of the lotus, at the heart of Lord Vishnu. And even though she has been given a position at the heart of Vishnu, she is eagerly serving the feet of Vishnu. So she is at the feet of Vishnu serving the Lord. That is, so goddess of fortune is at the feet of the Lord, always. Always. So Krishna is supremely opulent. There is nobody who is more opulent than Krishna. And do you notice Lord Krishna or Lord Vishnu, how does he decorate himself?
Ornaments.
Nicely.
Yeah.
Lot of ornaments. Yes,
And flower garland.
flower garlands and lot of ornaments, right? So he's so rich. So he's the richest person, Yeah, it's normal. See, generally we get attracted to the rich people, yes or no? That's normal, isn't it? When you see somebody very rich, we feel attracted to them. Oh, they're so rich, it's great. And everybody wants to go talk to them, take a picture with them, isn't it? So here is Krishna, fully opulent, okay, Vishnu. He's the husband of goddess of fortune. He has got so much of wealth. Everything is his. Right? That is Krishna. Okay, that is number one. No, he's full of fortune. He's full of wealth. Complete wealth belongs to Krishna. Okay, what's the next one? Yes, Mataji, please go ahead. What's the next one?
Beauty, Prabhuji.
Beauty. Okay, beauty. How do you justify that Krishna is the most beautiful person on the earth? Are there nobody who is more beautiful than Krishna?
Knowledge.
Okay, how do you I'm saying, how do you justify that?
Knowledge, Prabhuji.
No,
Knowledge.
beauty. Let's talk about beauty first. How do you justify that Krishna is the most beautiful person in the world?
Because he could even attract, in Mohini Avatar, he could attract Lord Shiva also.
Okay, he could attract Lord Shiva. Okay, what
Yeah,
else?
he's so beautiful that gopis and all the women are attracted towards him.
Yeah, the gopis get attracted to Krishna, and then
And
Bees and flowers and birds and everything gets
okay,
he's
bees, birds,
basically everything
flowers,
gets
everybody
attracted
gets
to
attracted to
him.
Krishna.
He
Okay,
attracts
it's very good.
everything.
Okay, okay, what else? I mean, how do you justify that Krishna is the most beautiful person? So he's called Madan Mohan. It's called Radha Madan Mohan Temple. Everybody been to Radha Madan Mohan Temple in Vrindavan? Radha Madan Mohan?
Acha, Cupid, he's more beautiful than the Cupid Prabhuji.
Yeah. You know, Cupid or Madan is said to be the most beautiful person in the among the demigods. But he said Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham. Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham means he is more attractive than a million Cupids put together. He is more attractive than that. And another interesting thing is he is the source of beauty. If you find anybody beautiful, you should understand that the source of the beauty of this person is Krishna. The source is Krishna. Right? And there is a very nice verse in Bhagavatam which says, Bhushana Bhushanangam. Now, what is the meaning of Bhushana Bhushanangam? It means it's not that the ornaments make Vishnu beautiful. Lord Vishnu makes his ornaments look more beautiful. You got that? So he is so beautiful. And he's so beautiful that the gopis in the Gopi Gita are scolding Lord Brahma. That Lord Brahma is Jada. They're saying Lord Brahma is a fool. Because they have created these eyes, and these eyelids are actually disturbing our vision. When we are seeing Lord Krishna, we are drinking it. It's called Pana Patra. Means as if they are drinking something, they are seeing Krishna. Okay? And then suddenly the eyelid is coming. It is so disturbing. They just want to continuously see without even flapping their eyes. It's so beautiful, Krishna. So that is the beauty. There's beauty. Okay, what's next? Okay, we covered wealth. We covered beauty. Krishna is full of... Krishna is the
Strength.
most beautiful person in the world. That's it. There's nobody who is more beautiful than Krishna. That's it. There's
not
nobody who is more wealthy than Krishna. Next.
not
Or even equal.
Not even equal. Yes. Next.
knowledge,
Strength.
knowledge.
Strength. Okay, how do you justify Krishna is very strong?
He lifted Govardhan in the left little finger.
Yeah, he lifted Govardhan, in his left finger. Okay, it was so easy for him. What else?
Prabhu Balram is supposed to be very strong, the strongest. But in many pictures, we see that Balram is leaning upon Krishna. And Balram is Sheshnag who holds the whole universe on his back. But here we see in some pictures, Balram is resting on Krishna. So Krishna is the strongest.
Yeah, so Balram has all the universes rest upon Balram. I mean, you can imagine what is the weight of each universe, and all the infinite universes rest upon Balram, and Krishna is stronger than Balram. So you can imagine, what is the strength of Krishna. Okay, but and he has shown his pastimes also. Krishna, when he is come in his human form, okay, we have to understand Krishna is not a human being. Okay, please understand that. He has done human pastimes. Okay, we have come to the 10th chapter now. It is more about Krishna. Okay, we have spoken enough about Karma Yoga. We have spoken enough about Jnana Yoga. We have spoken enough about all of that abstract concepts. Now it is time to talk about whom? Whom is 10th chapter all about?
Krishna.
Supreme Personality of
It's
God.
about Krishna. It's the absolute. It is the opulence of the absolute. We're talking about 6 opulences. The primary 6 opulences, and the entire chapter is about opulence of the absolute. Now it is only about Krishna. Okay? A lot of people don't get this. Okay? I've been to the Bhagavad Gita conference, right? Everybody was glorifying Bhagavad Gita. Everybody were talking about, they were quoting different verses. They were scholars, PhDs. But they are missing something very important there. They're missing the whole point, Krishna.
The soul of Bhagavad
Yeah,
Gita.
the soul of Bhagavad Gita missed Krishna. So that's why Prabhupada said, Bhagavad Gita is like a honey bottle. Okay? Honey bottle, there are bees around honey bottle. And they get to lick some honey which is there on the bottle. Yes? That way you can get some taste of the honey bottle. But the actual way to use the honey bottle is open it. Then you get the real honey and then you can drink it. So the devotee is not just, licking whatever is there on the bottle. He opens the bottle. Are you understanding? So this is Bhaktyamam Abhijanati. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, only by bhakti one can know me. Bhaktyamam Abhijanati Yavan Yaschasmi Charjuna. And it is not possible by any other means. Only by pure devotion, pure love for Krishna, we can really relish these topics. So let us all open our minds and hearts and continue glorification of Krishna. So we spoke about the opulences of Krishna. We spoke Krishna is very wealthy.
Beauty.
Krishna is very beautiful. Krishna is very strong. Okay, Krishna is very strong. He lifted the Govardhan, and did you know he fought with two wrestlers and one elephant when he came to Mathura? Do you know what are the names of those wrestlers and what's the name of that elephant that he killed?
Kuvalaya Pida and Chanur Mushtika.
Chanur and Mushtika. So Krishna, that's right. So Krishna, he was a 11-year-old boy. When he came to Mathura, he came to meet his uncle, but his uncle, maternal uncle, arranged a wrestling match. So the wrestlers, he called him to a big stadium first, okay, to challenge him. Okay, he said, okay, come to the stadium, just for fun. Okay, he said, okay, come. Actually, his plan was to kill Krishna. So he arranged the best wrestlers, Chanura and Mushtika. These were very strong, strongest, most powerful wrestlers of that time. And Chanura with Krishna, Mushtika with Balaram. They started fighting, wrestling. And even before they came there, actually everybody started protesting, okay? Just imagine, you watch this WWF, right? So there are some very hulky Muhammad Khali and big wrestlers are there, no? Into that WWE arena, if I send a small child, would you like to see that match?
No, Prabhuji.
We'll feel very bad, no? What is going on here? A small kid is going to be beaten up by these wrestlers who are like, very muscular and all. So when everybody saw Krishna entering inside that arena, they were like completely shocked. Some of them could not believe that this match, how can this match be done? This is so wrong. Here is a 11-year-old boy, small children, Krishna and Balaram, such muscular wrestlers fighting with each other. How is this even a match? Some of them just stood up and left that place. They couldn't tolerate that. Right? And different people were seeing Krishna in different way. There's a very beautiful verse in Bhagavatam which explains that scene where Krishna, some people were looking at him like their relative. Some people were looking at him like the king. The kings were looking at him like the king ruler. And his relatives were looking at him like his relative. Some of them were looking at him like a lover. And the yogis were looking at him like the impersonal truth, Brahman. So for the demoniac people, Kamsa and all, he was looking like death. So different people were seeing Krishna differently. And finally the match happened. And Krishna killed Chanura. And Mushtika was killed by Balaram. And then Kuvalaya Pida, there was a big elephant, okay. First comes Kuvalaya Pida, very big elephant, which was killed by Krishna and Balaram. And then Krishna, he takes the tusk of that elephant, and Krishna and Balaram take the tusk of the elephant and enter inside that wrestling field. So, and then Krishna just goes and directly jumps onto the stage. He pulls Kamsa, his maternal uncle, down and punches him on his chest and ends his life in a moment. After that, Krishna drags the body of Kamsa around the stadium to show that Kamsa is dead. Right? So this is the Kamsa who has troubled the parents of Krishna so much. What did Kamsa do to Devaki? Anybody can explain?
Mathura, Prabhuji, because He was jailed along with a
Yeah,
husband.
his Krishna's parents were jailed, and what else?
And they were tied by chains, Prabhuji, because of Bhavishyavani, that the eighth child
Yeah,
of
and then what else did
And
he
he
do?
killed
he
the
All
killed
seven
the seven
siblings,
children.
He
seven
killed
brothers.
6 children. He killed 6 infants, just born infants, by dashing them against a wall in front of their parents. So Krishna killed that Kamsa now. Okay, the tyrant ruler, right? So that is, Krishna is very strong. Okay, these are all human pastimes. Okay, try to understand devotees. Okay, Krishna actually doesn't have to show any of his strength, because he's obviously, all the universes are coming from him. Universes are resting upon him. Everything is resting upon him. He is Jagan Nivasa. But he has to show his power, no, to the devotees, no, so that we understand and realize how strong is Krishna. That's why he's showing us all of this pastime. So Krishna is very strong. Okay, what's the next opulence that Krishna has?
knowledge, Prabhuji.
Knowledge. Okay, how do you justify that Krishna is very knowledgeable?
Prabhuji, can I recite a verse?
Yes, please.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो माता स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदेषु सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान् विद्वेदविदेव चाहम्. He is the compiler of the Vedanta and the know of the Vedas, Prabhuji. So
Amazing,
he's
fantastic.
a person.
Perfect verse, very nice. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivisto matta smrutignanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. Very nice, Mataji. So he is the compiler of Vedanta, and he's saying Vedanta Krut Vedavid. He's Vedavid. Krishna is the only person who understands the Vedas. And among all the Vedas, Krishna is supposed to be known. Vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyo. Krishna is supposed to be known by the Vedas. Vedaischa sarvair ahameva vedyo. So that is Krishna. Okay, he is the most knowledgeable. And okay, what else? Krishna gave us Bhagavad Gita, 700 verses, right? Which is the essence of all the Upanishads. Sarvopanishado gavo dogda gopala nandanaha partho ruchir bhokta. So what is the meaning of that? Krishna has given all the Upanishad Sara in Bhagavad Gita, 700 verses. So actually Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gave all the Vedas to Brahma, Lord Brahma. So simple, Krishna is the most knowledgeable person in the world. He knows everything. He knows the past, he knows the future, he knows the present. He says, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani. He knows the past, he knows the present, he knows the future. Fully he knows, completely. And he knows about everything. He knows about everybody, everything about them. That is Krishna. Okay, what's the next opulence?
Renunciation.
Prabhuji.
Which one?
Renunciation.
Renunciation. Okay, how do you say Krishna is renounced? Krishna is where Lord Vishnu is wearing so many ornaments, no? How are you saying he is renounced?
Prabhuji,
And
like
Krishna has 16,000 wives and he's dancing with so many gopis. How are you saying Krishna is renounced?
Prabhuji, when he had to leave for Mathura, he just left the gopis and his parents, his foster parents, and he just left them and he went, Prabhuji, because for a cause,
Yeah.
a bigger
Okay.
cause. So that did not bind him. The love of the gopis and his foster parents did not bind him. He left and he went. And renunciation.
Prabhuji is only bound by the love of pure love. So his wives, he is bound with just love and love that they have for him. When he returned back from after Mahabharat war, he did not go to his wives. Only like they he was with everyone still. Only out of the love they had, not because he was attracted to them. It has
Okay.
been mentioned. And he's not affected by any material things. He is above all gunas.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, what else? Okay, that's nice. When you look at the first picture of Bhagavad Gita, you know, the first cover page of Bhagavad Gita, okay, what is the renunciation that Krishna showed in the war of
He
Mahabharata?
can do anything for his devotees, Prabhuji. He's Partha Sarathi, that's what.
He's
Saradi
Parthasarathi.
to,
So that
yeah,
means he is a supreme Lord,
yeah.
you know,
He's ready to do
he's
anything
ready
for
to become a
his
driver
devotee.
for his devotee.
Yeah, yes,
Would,
yes.
would anybody like to become a driver? I mean, okay, let's say there's a king, okay, very big king, okay, the king of some Russia. Would he become a driver and drive somebody? No, right? But Krishna has become the driver uh, for the sake of Arjuna, okay? And also, a lot of people don't know this pastime, okay? Krishna, at the end, when all the Yadavas were about to be, the dissolution pastime was about to happen, when Yadavas were to return back to Godhead, right? At that point of time, Krishna gives instructions to the Yadavas, okay, to go to the Prabhasa Kshetra, and then he goes under a banyan tree. He leaves everything, his family, everything he leaves. And he goes and sits under a banyan tree. How many of you know that? He leaves everything and sits down in a banyan tree. So that is a pastime of Krishna renouncing everything. 16,108 wives, 10 sons, 1 daughter with all of these children, grandchildren, kingdom, Dwarka, everything. Everything he leaves and he just goes under a tree. Krishna. Renunciation. Because if Krishna says, Yadyad achariti shrestha tadda devetaro nara sayat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Whatever Krishna does only, others will follow. Otherwise, how will the sannyasis become renounced without Krishna showing an example? So Krishna showed an example. Okay, did you know about Rishabhadeva pastime? Anybody heard about Rishabhadev?
Yes,
Rishabhadev.
Prabhuji, he renounced everything and including his clothes.
Yeah, Rishabhadev is also Krishna's incarnation. Rishabhadeva was a very young king. He had the entire kingdom, the entire world at his feet. Entire kingdom was his. Complete kingdom, he was the emperor of the world. And he came out of the kingdom naked, Rishabhadev. Not even a single loin cloth also. He came out of the kingdom naked. And it is said, Rishabhadev has renounced the world just like how human beings renounce their stool. So for example, when we go to bathroom, right? So we don't feel, oh my God, I'm missing something, I'm losing something after passing stool, isn't it? We like, just flush it and come out. So like that, he came out of his kingdom. That is called renunciation. Krishna is complete 100% renounced. So he appears as if he is wearing so many golden ornaments, but internally he is completely renounced. Krishna is saying, Tayostu karma sannyasat karma yoga visishyate. Krishna is explaining about karma sannyasa yoga. He is saying, you renounce the fruit of action. He says, do not renounce your action, but renounce the fruit of action. But tell me something, can somebody teach if they are themselves not following it? Tell me. Is it possible for a person to become a teacher if one doesn't? Okay, let us say there's a smoker and he's telling everybody don't smoke. Is that an effective message? No, right?
No,
No. So Krishna is saying, okay, you give up everything. Give up he said, give up the attachment to result. Karma phalatyaga. Give up the attachment to the result. I mean, don't be attached to the result. He said, completely give up the attachment to the result, and that is called real renunciation. And that Krishna has got. So even despite of him being the Supreme Lord, despite of him, wearing such beautiful ornaments, beautiful dress, everything, he is completely renounced. Okay, he is so humble. He doesn't feel that, I am the Supreme Lord or something like that. He's
And the
very.
doership also, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji?
Renounce the fruits of action as well as the doership.
Yeah, he doesn't have the doership also, right? That I am doing it or something like that. He doesn't have that. And then we see with Krishna, when he sees Yudhishthir Maharaj, he pays obeisances to Yudhishthir Maharaj. When he sees Bhima, he pays obeisances to Bhima. You see, when he sees a Brahmana, he pays obeisances to them. So he is the Supreme Lord. When he sees some sages, he pays obeisances to them. And actually, everybody feels very embarrassed. Right? So, when Krishna pays obeisances.
Hare Krishna, can we take
Yes.
this example also of his for his renunciation, Prabhuji? Then during the Rasa dance, he disappears
Yeah, he disappears in between.
in between.
In between, he disappears. And even it is explained that in Bhagavatam it is said, The queens of Dwarka were so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, they were extremely beautiful. But they could not attract Krishna. That is his renunciation. With all their glances, they were unable to attract Krishna, even though they were so beautiful. So Krishna, despite of being anywhere, amidst anywhere, in any situation, he is Achyuta. Achyuta means he doesn't fall down. He can take the incarnation of a pig. Pig is considered to be very lowly, is it not? But he is still Achyuta. He can do any pastime and he can still be Achyuta. He can run away from the war and he is still Achyuta. He is still the Supreme Lord. He can do anything which can look apparently very wrong or apparently very immoral or anything like that. But when he does it, we will all start praying to him. Wow, what a beautiful pastime Krishna has done. So anything he does, we will start praising. That is his greatness. So he can do anything. Okay, he can take up the body of a animal like a varaha. Okay, or he can go to the Patala Loka, or he can do any pastime he does. It's beautiful. That's it. Krishna is Achyuta. Okay, he's completely renounced. And what's the last one? What's the sixth option?
Prabhuji, one more for
Fame.
renunciation, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please.
When Bhishma was leaving his body and Yudhishthira was confused, actually Krishna could have instructed Yudhishthira. Krishna, in the heart of Yudhishthira, from within Yudhishthira's heart, he made Yudhishthira not get convinced by Krishna's words, and he wanted to glorify Bhishma. He wanted Bhishma to get all the glorification and not for himself. So he took Yudhishthira to Bhishma.
Nice. That's nice.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Krishna wanted Bhishma to be glorified, right? He could have said the same dharma, everything he could have said. He already told to Arjuna, but he could have even said to Yudhishthira Maharaj also. But yeah, so he wanted to glorify Bhishma Pitamaha. So he glorifies everybody. He is so humble. He is the supreme Lord of the universe, but yet he is so humble. And only in Bhagavad Gita he will say, only to Arjuna he will say that, I am the supreme personality of God. Why doesn't he say everywhere? He doesn't go on saying to everybody, to Duryodhana everywhere, every minute, oh, I am the king, I am the supreme Lord. He doesn't say like that. You see? Just now Krishna said, no, he's saying this is the Paramam Vacha, supreme secret. And why is he telling Arjuna? Because Priyamanaya. Because you are my dear friend, I am telling you this secret. It's not for everybody. Krishna consciousness is very, very rare. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to understand more and more, okay? Okay, last point of opulence. Who can tell us?
Fame, Prabhuji.
Fame.
Fame. He's fully famous. Krishna is very, very famous. There's nobody more famous than Krishna. Okay? Even in Hinduism also, we glorify, whenever there is a explanation, there is only two things, Ramayana and Mahabharata, that people come for, isn't it? Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavad. Nobody comes for any demigod Puranas or etc. There are 18 Puranas, but nobody listens to any other Puranas. Why? Nobody listens to any other Gita other than Bhagavad Gita. There are 10 more Gitas.
Because Lord Krishna is not in it.
Yeah, because Lord Krishna is not there in it. And then Narada says, any scripture in which Krishna is not glorified, manye tat khilam. He says that scripture is a pilgrimage for crows. Only crows will be there, that's all. But the swan, beautiful swans will be in that literature where there is name, fame and glorifications of Krishna. Otherwise, it only attracts crow-like people. That's it. That's what Narada concluded. Correct? Okay. So we saw 6 opulences. Who can tell the 6 opulences of Krishna? He's famous. Krishna is very famous. Okay, that's the 6th one. Okay, what's the first one? 6, let's repeat.
Wealth, beauty.
Okay, wealth. He's all wealthy. It's not just wealth. He's fully wealthy. All wealth. All beautiful.
All knowledge.
All strength. All knowledge.
All renunciation.
All renunciation. All fame. It's called Shad Aishwarya. Shad Aishwarya and Purna. Shad Aishwarya Purna. That is the correct word. Shad Aishwarya Purna. full of six opulences. He has completely. So Parabrahman means, how do you decide? A lot of people ask, who is God? Who is God? They say, okay, in Hinduism we have a confusion, who is God? Actually, it's very easy. With this framework, it's very easy to filter God. Who is God? Just take six opulences. Who is the God who has complete beauty, complete wealth, complete fame, complete knowledge, complete renunciation, and complete strength? You will have only Krishna and nobody else. Finished. This is the Supreme Lord. That is the definition of God. God means one without a second. That is the definition of God. If you have another person who is like God, or if everybody is God, there are 1,000 gods, then it is not called, the definition of God is gone. So in the Vedas it is said, Paramam Maheshwaram. Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram. Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram. That means among all the Ishwaras, you are the Parama Maheshwara. Okay, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is now going to explain. Okay, what is the meaning of Maheshwara and who is Maheshwara? Krishna is going to explain we're going to see in the next verse. But before that, let us go through this. This is a very fantastic verse, devotees. 10th chapter is amazing. Let's go through this now. Let me see. Komala Matajiya, please go ahead and read this.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita ki jai Shri. Name vidu suragana prabhavam namaharshayah aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashah. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Neither the hosts of demigods nor the great sages know my origin or opulences, for in every respect I am the source of the demigods and sages.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
I would request you to read the synonyms also.
Na, synonyms, na, never, me, my, viduhu, no, suragana, the demigods, prabhavam, origin, opulences, na, never, maharishaya, great sages, aham, I am, adihi, the origin, he, certainly, Devanam, of the demigods, Maharishinam, of the great sages, Cha, also, Sarvashaha, in all respects.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Name vidus suraganaha prabhavam namaharshayah aham adirhi devana maharshinam cha sarvashaha. So the theory that Krishna is same as other gods, or the theory that some saintly person is same as Krishna is wrong. Okay, I mean, let us correct ourselves, because in India it's very common that they worship different demigods. We worship different demigods and we worship different saintly people also, isn't it? We have some saintly person photo and we worship him as God. We say he is only God. This is a normal practice. We see some sages, we saintly people, we say he is only God. Saintly people is a God. Or we say we keep one Devta photo and we say this is same as God. And in picture we'll keep Krishna, Ganesh, everything together and we'll worship. But Bhagavad Gita is very clear. Okay, it's the instruction to Arjuna, his dear friend. Okay, and it is for his hita kamyaya. That means this is for us, or for those living entities who are non-envious living entities of Krishna, who want themselves to be uplifted, who want their own hita. Hita means something good should happen to me. If some living entity feels, then they will become receptive to this knowledge. They will start listening to Arjuna. They will start listening to Krishna. Otherwise, just like Arjuna in the beginning, he was refusing to listen to Krishna. Now that mentality if we have, you cannot listen Bhagavad Gita. Isn't it? That's why Bhagavad Gita didn't start in the first chapter. Tell me why? 18 chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita. But in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna did not speak Bhagavad Gita. Why? You could have started first chapter. Generally, we expect that first chapter should have immediately. Krishna, we have all come to Bhagavad Gita to listen to Krishna, isn't it? We are not come to listen to Arjuna, isn't it? I mean, what would we expect? 18 chapters? Okay, only 700 verses are there. Please don't waste space. Don't waste time. Okay, start from verse number 1. Please start. Yes or no? But Krishna did not start until 2.8 or 2.7 and above. Why? Anybody can say. Until why? What is so special about 2.7? What happened until 2.7? Why Krishna was not speaking at all?
Only
Prabhuji,
when
It has
Arjuna surrendered to him and asked him for his help and requested, then only
Yeah.
he became his guru. Otherwise, till then he was his friend and Parthasarthi and cousin. But he became guru only when he
But he could have
surrendered.
started. No, why he is waiting for surrender? He could have started, no, immediately. As soon as Arjuna was a little disturbed, he could have said, "Come here, Arjuna. I'll tell you one secret. I am only Supreme Lord. Go fight."
he was setting for the hero to come in, Prabhuji.
He was
There is
waiting. He was waiting for
oh,
the.
unless one surrenders, he is not open to accept what other person is trying to say. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't
So
understand.
it is a simple psychology.
Yeah.
Okay. Learning happens when you are ready to learn, isn't it?
When you ask for help, you should
Yeah.
give help. You should
That's
not
it.
interfere. Like until see, we all are in a situation, in a walled up situation, and we should seek help. So only when Arjuna asked for help, and when he said, "No, now I am tired. I don't know what to do," that is the time when Krishna opened up.
Yeah.
He didn't give free advice.
Yeah.
No, he
Free
didn't.
advices. No free advices, right? Because free
Nothing.
advices are cheap.
No
Isn't it?
free lunches, Prabhuji.
Yeah. No free
No,
lunches.
no
Free
pain, no gain.
advices. No pain, no gain. Because free advices are not considered very seriously, isn't it? Taken cheaply. I mean, a lot of times it happens as parents, as friends, we try to give a lot of free advice, isn't it? And we all know what happens when we give the free advice. What happens next? Right?
Ignore, they ignore.
You know, one iskan se uskan. Right?
अपने पास रखो अपनी advice.
People take it for granted.
अपने पास रखो अपनी advice.
Yeah, अपने पास रखो अपना advice. You keep your advice with you. I don't want any free advice. Right? So wise people don't speak until we go and ask them for some help. Okay? Tatvidhi pranipatina pariprashnena sevaya. If we are not humble and with humility, if we don't ask, no, it is not a procedure. As per the Vedas, it is not a proper etiquette to start speaking something very confidential without the proper learning. Or in other words, it's a simple learning context, okay? You know, let us say there's a classroom, there are students. Sometimes when they are not ready to learn, maybe it is their annual day, maybe it is a day when they're breaking for holidays, summer holidays. They're not in a mood to learn. But what will happen when you teach them that at that point of time? Forcibly. Right? Learning won't happen. Learning needs a context. The context is the person who wants to learn should be willing to learn, surrendered, sitting and then listening with full attention. Then that makes sense. So Krishna started speaking. He was only smiling. He says, Prahasan Iva. It is given, when Arjuna said, okay, I'm very confused, Krishna smiled. That's all. And then he gave a little bit of motivation. He said, Klaibyam mas magama partha. Okay, why are you behaving like an important person? So he motivated him, but still didn't work. It agitated Arjuna further. It didn't help. Then Arjuna started saying, will you kill your grandfather? Will you kill your guru? These gurus, how can we kill our guru? How can we kill this grandfather? Like that. He started speaking. And then finally he gave up and said, okay, Shishyaste ham shadimam tvam prapannam. Now I am becoming your disciple, please teach. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita, we should be ready to listen first. Okay, if we are not ready to listen, then there's no point of reading Bhagavad Gita with a mindset of not listening. Okay, now with that said, let me explain what Krishna is saying. Okay, let's listen to what he's saying. Krishna is saying, Name vidu suraganaha prabhavam na maharshayaha aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. It is very straightforward. It is not at all complicated. Word to word meaning is there here. Name vidu suraganaha prabhavam. That means the demigods. Suragana means all the demigods, devatas. Na maharshayaha means all the great sages. Prabhavam na. They don't know my origin. They don't know about me. Aham hi adirhi devanam. They don't know me because I am the source. It is like, there's a child inside the mother. Okay, the child inside the womb of the mother cannot know about the mother because this child is within the womb of the mother. So that means you cannot know your source. It's like this, okay? You can see what is before your eyes. Can you see something which is behind your eyes? So, yeah, eyes has so many nerves and everything behind, optic nerves and all. Can we see the optic nerves or the part of the brain which controls our eyes? Can we see that? Are you all able to? Is anybody able to see that?
No,
No,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
You can't see that. Why? Because that's the source. You can't see your source. You can only see what you create or what is in front of you. What is behind you, you cannot see. That is why nobody can see Krishna. He is adhokshaja. He cannot be seen. If somebody comes up with a proof and tries to say, okay, this Maharshi, that Maharshi is saying like this, in this scripture, that Maharshi is saying, in this scripture, this Devata is saying that he is supreme, in this scripture, that Devata. They will say, because they don't know, first of all, what is their source. They don't know what is their source. Nobody knows what is their source. Only the source knows what is the source. Are you understanding? Only who is the source. Only mother knows about the child. Child doesn't know about the mother. He doesn't know anything what's going on inside the womb. But mother knows. So similarly, only when Krishna says that you all do not know. Living in it is not, he's not talking to human beings. He's not saying human beings do not know. He's saying the topmost. He's saying the Suragana, Devatas, and Maharshis who are in the Tapoloka, Brahmaloka. Starting from Brahma, 4 Kumaras, Narada, everybody. Nobody knows, he's saying. Nobody knows. None. Nobody knows. Because he is the source. Let us see. I'll show you one visualization. It will understand clearly, okay? Let me show you this visualization. See this picture, devotees. So what do you see here? What do you see here? Here is Lord Vishnu. And from Lord Vishnu's navel, what has come?
Brahma.
A lotus flower has come, correct? A lotus flower has come from Lord Vishnu. And from that lotus flower came Lord Brahma. Okay? So now who is the source of Brahma?
Krishna.
Vishnu.
Lord Krishna.
Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Vishnu is the
Lord
source
Vishnu.
of Brahma. And the incarnation of Shiva has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. That first, what happens is, the first 4 sons of Lord Brahma are Manasaputra, from his mind. Okay? Brahma doesn't have a body which is made of Panchabhutas like us. He's not a human being like us. He's like a Jiva, but his body is made up of intelligence, Buddhi Tattva. So he's with his manas, his mind, he meditated and he got 4 children. He doesn't need a wife to get children, okay? It's not like us, because he is the one who has created this system of reproduction, but he doesn't need it. So he meditated and he got the 4 Kumaras. And then he told them, now children, you please go and create the universe. I need that a lot of living entities need to be born. So you go ahead and procreate. Go and marry and procreate. And what did the 4 Kumaras say? What did the 4 Kumaras say? Did they agree?
They are not
Did they get
interested in
married?
the family life.
They said they
Guruji.
They want
Yeah.
to remain 6 years old. Guruji.
Yeah. Did they get married to 4 girls? The 4 Kumaras?
no Prabhu.
No, they want to meditate on Lord
To
Vishnu.
meditate.
Yeah, they said we are full of knowledge. We understand that family life is a source of all ignorance. So we are not going to get married. Okay, we are going to continue our meditation because we are full of knowledge. Sorry, Father. Okay, that is acceptable. But actually, if you see, the Vedas say you have to follow your father. But here, the first 4 children are not following their father. Should we take it in a negative sense? Actually, no, because they are in full knowledge. Krishna also says, work, karma is for those people who are not in full knowledge. Okay? If anybody is in full knowledge, they don't need to work. Okay? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains. Okay? We are doing work so that we can get full knowledge. But the 4 Kumaras are in full knowledge already. For them, there is no work. Krishna says, for the person who is fully liberated, there is no work for such a person. So we should not mistake that these 4 Kumaras are sinful people. Oh, they have said no to his father. No, you should not think like that. They are full of knowledge, so they have no work to be done. Simple. Okay, that's fine. But Brahma was upset. Now imagine the position of Brahma. Okay, now let us say you are the creator of the Brahma. You are like creator. You are starting on a very big project. You have to create the universe. You have to get billions of people. You have to get so many people in different states and cities, right? All of us also have to come. And then the first step itself, obstacle. How would you feel? First thing you are trying to do, obstacle. How will you feel? What will be your reaction? You set out on creating a universe, and the first you hear no. How would you feel? Angry, no? So angry, disappointed. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Lord Brahma was angry. He became angry on his children. And out of that anger, 11 children were born. 11 Rudras. Ekadash Rudra. Rudras. Ekadash Rudra means 11 Rudras were born. And they asked, my dear father, what should I do? Lord Brahma said, go and do procreation. And these 11 Rudras, they went to the universe and they started destroying the universe. These 11 Rudras, they went and they started to destroy the universe. And Lord Brahma said, please stop. He said, please stop. Now I realize that your purpose is at the time of dissolution, not now. So I request you kindly go and meditate. Please go for meditation. So that is how Lord Shiva is among the Rudras. Right? Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. Krishna is saying Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. Among the Rudras, Shankara is the main personality. So Lord, what's this? Am I recording? Yeah, I'm recording, right? Okay. So then, Rudra was born, and then from the eyebrows of Lord Brahma, right? Out of his anger. So Rudra means when he was born, he was crying. So Rudra means comes from the root word Rodana. Rodana means crying. So he was crying, who am I? Like that. So then Lord Brahma said, you are Rudra. And you go and do the creation. And then they start doing the destruction of the universe. And then Lord Brahma said, please stop. And you go and meditate. And he says some places where he can stay. In anger, in fire. He says some different places where he has to stay. So wherever, when you see very anger, wherever you see volcanoes, wherever you see some storms, you can understand that it's a Rudra Tattva. Whenever you become very angry, okay, that is where Rudra is. Okay. So he says, stay there. Okay. So that is Rudra. And then all the demigods have come. All the demigods have come the next. From the Ahankara Tattva, you see the picture, Ahankara Tattva. There is Ahankara Tattva, there is Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. 3 are there in Ahankara Tattva. Out of the Sattva Guna, Ahankara Tattva, came the demigods or the Devatas. From the Rajas, Ahankara, Rajasika Ahankara, came the senses. From Tamas came the Panchabhutas. This is how the entire universe got created. From the Sattva of the Ahankara Tattva came Devatas. All the 33 crore Devatas are coming from the Satvika Ahankara. All the senses, our 11 senses or 10 senses are coming from Rajas. This Panchamahabhuta are coming from Tamasika Ahankara. Okay. This is the explanation of Bhagavad Gita. Explanation of Bhagavatam. This is the explanation of the Vedas. What is the meaning of this verse? Aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvachaha. Aham adirhi devanam means Govindam Adipurusham tamaham bhajami. Govindam Adipurusham means he is the source. Adi. Adi means origin. Adirhi means certainly. He is saying, definitely I am only the source. This is Bhagavad Gita, devotees. I am only the source. I am Aham Adirhi Devanam. All the Devatas, all the Maharshis are only coming from Lord Vishnu. This is the conclusion of the Vedas. Any conclusion against this is said to be ignorance, or it is said to be against the conclusion of the Vedas. So if a common man or if some kathakar is coming and telling you, no, no, all the demigods are equal, all rishis are equal, everybody is equal to Vishnu, you should tell them that you are violating the principle of Bhagavad Gita. So you are wrong. That's it. Krishna said, Aham adirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha, finish. There is no debate beyond that. Okay, and okay, let us say if somebody still says no, it is for you to believe, but I will not believe it. Then let us see what Krishna tells to such people. Who wants to read this? Sindhu Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, go ahead.
Yomam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheshwaram asammudaha samartyeshu sarva papai pramuchyate.
Please read the synonyms also. Yeah.
Synonyms: anyone who, mam, me, ajam, unborn, anadim, without beginning, cha, also, veti, knows, loka, of the planets, maha ishwaram, the supreme master, asamudhaha, undeluded, saha, he, martyeshu, among those subject to death, sarva papaihi, from all sinful reactions, pramuchyate, is delivered. Translation: He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the supreme lord of all the worlds, he only undeluded among men, is freed from all sins. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So what do you understand by this, devotees? That anybody who understands that Krishna is the origin, he is the unborn origin of the universe, Krishna is saying, Sa asammudaha, without any doubt we should be accepting that Krishna is the supreme. We should not have any doubt, it's maybe ISKCON. For ISKCON people, Krishna is the source. For others, he is not. This is stupidity. It's not for ISKCON people, Krishna is the beginning or Adim. It is for everybody. Anybody who believes in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is the origin. Yomam ajam anadim cha veti loka maheshwaram asammuda samatyeshu sarva papai pramuchyate. Anybody who accepts that Krishna is beginningless is the Loka Maheshwaram. It's the second time Krishna is using. Okay, there's another verse where he used Loka Maheshwaram. Anybody knows what's the verse?
Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam.
Yoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwaram.
Sarva Loka Maheshwaram.
Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. So he's saying, Suradam Sarva Bhutanam Yatam.
Right.
And the Vedas are saying, Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram. Svetashvatara Upanishad. And I said Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Upanishads. When we say Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Upanishads, and the Upanishad Vakya is saying Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram, that means among all the Ishwaras, he is the topmost Maheshwara. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying 2 times, Aham, I am the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Then what is the question? He is free. Only such a person is free. When Krishna is saying, can we invert this logic and say only he is free from sins? If you invert this, what does that mean? Can you just do the converse of this?
All the others are sinful.
Yeah. Anybody who does not know Krishna as the Supreme Lord is a sinful person. Okay? Krishna is putting it in a nice way. I am putting it in a very raw way for you to clearly understand what it basically means. And the Acharyas also say that anybody who does not accept Krishna as the Supreme Lord is not going anywhere except hell. That's it. Their only destination is hell. That's it. However nice they may be, how many ever great activities, good things, kind things they may have done, because they are in ignorance, because they do not know, they don't have this knowledge, they go to hell. That's it. Simple. Now, that is how the laws of nature work. Krishna also is, that's why Krishna says, Tesham antargatam papam jananam punya karmanam. Only those people who are sinless people can worship Krishna. It is not for sinful people. Krishna consciousness is not for sinful people. And anybody who does not accept Krishna consciousness is a definitely a sinful person. There's no doubt about it. Actually, I'm saying in a very toned down way. In Bhagavatam, it explains in a much more vivid way that a person who is not Krishna conscious is said to be like four animals. He's like the camel, he's like the dog, he's like the ass, he's like the hog. Camel, who can tell the four animals? Something unique about these four animals. What are the four animals I said?
Camel, dog, donkey,
camel,
and
dog,
hog.
donkey, hog.
Hog.
Why camel? Because a camel eats cactus and eats its own blood. It drinks its own blood. It eats some cactus, thorny things, and then the blood that it comes out, it is very juicy for it. It feels it's very tasty food. Means camel is so full that it drinks its own blood. So anybody who is not Krishna conscious person, he will be taking enjoyment from material enjoyment. And material enjoyment means using your hard earned money to enjoy. And how did you earn that money? Okay, you have spent 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. But please remember how many hours you have spent to earn that 5,000, 10,000. How many sacrifices you did for that? It is your blood. So if we buy something out of that 5,000 rupees and enjoy, it is like a camel. That's it. Camel drinking its blood and thinking tasty, tasty. Foolishness. That is not real happiness. Real happiness is only Krishna consciousness. So a non-Krishna conscious person is like a camel. Okay. The next one is like a dog. So a dog's tail, you cannot make a dog's tail straight. Did anybody try that? Okay. It's not possible to set the tail straight. Okay. It always goes like this. Put it like this, string like that. Okay. Dog. So, a human being who is not in Krishna consciousness is like a dog, as per Srimad Bhagavatam. Because his mind is not straight. He cannot think like, it's like, he cannot think straight. He cannot understand the facts very clear. Krishna says, Pashyan api na pashyati. You cannot see, you are seeing but you are not seeing. Now what does Pashyan api na pashyati means? Sometimes what happens is when we are very busy, we don't even notice somebody came. We don't even notice that, we cross the place and we go ahead, forward. We don't notice. I mean, we are going on a route for maybe you went to your college or office for 100 times, but you never noticed that there was a barber shop there on the right hand side. You never noticed only. Means you are seen, but you have not seen. Pashyannapi na pashyati. You are seeing, but you are not seeing anything at all. We are seeing every day so many people are dying, but we are not seeing. That means, that fellow died. Oh, he had diabetes. Oh, that fellow is a sinful person. That's why he died. But we are not seeing, oh, that person will die means I will also die. Isn't it? Oh, then I should also be spiritual. Oh, so I should be careful. So I have death. No, this person won't think. Or even if he thinks 5 minutes, he will think. Or 1 week, 2 weeks, he will feel. And then again, back to normal world. So like a dog's life. Okay, camel. And then what else? Ass. What is the speciality of an ass? Anybody can say? Donkey. What is the speciality of a donkey?
It keeps walking day and night only for a little grass, Prabhuji. He does not. He does not realize that if he runs away from there, he can go to a field of grass and have to his heart's content. But just for a little grass, he keeps working for his master.
Yeah, Prabhupada says, in the more vividly, that a donkey is beaten by the master and he's given little bit of grass, is overworked, and at the end of the day all it gets is a little grass which is already available outside. Okay, but this donkey works so hard thinking that only master can give the grass, and not only that, in the night it goes to a she donkey and it gets repeatedly kicked. That is the life of a donkey. In the morning it is kicked by the master, in the night it's kicked by the she donkey. That is a donkey. A person who is not in Krishna consciousness is a donkey. Okay. So the next one is the hog. What's the meaning of a hog?
He likes to live in filth, Prabhuji. He eats only filth.
He lives in the filth and eats only stool. Right? So Prabhupada says, a pig won't appreciate if you give it halwa. If let us say if you go to your favorite sweet shop, get the best of the sweets, okay, 1200 rupees per kilo, and give it badam barfi, pista barfi, will the pig eat it?
No, Prabhuji.
Pig
It
will not
won't.
eat it. Pig will say, give me my stool. That's all. So a non-Krishna conscious person is not interested in this Krishna Katha, is not interested in Bhagavad Gita. He wants, give me my stool, that's all. I want to hear some gossip. Put the TV. I want to read some news. So he doesn't realize that he's a pig, is eating filth like that. So that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing, devotees. So sorry, I become a little heavy on this verse, but the fact is this, that if you do not accept that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, which is so clearly explained in Bhagavad Gita in every verse, we cannot create this kind of speculative feel-good philosophies which are said by kathakars and all the normal people. Everybody is same, sab kuch ek hai. Stop this. Okay, it is not having any basis in the Vedas. It is not having any basis in Bhagavad Gita. Let me be very clear. That sab kuch ek hai. Actually, it is very offensive to the Lord when you say sab kuch ek hai. Okay, it is like you're, let us say, if you're with a king and you say, oh king, tu bhi ek hai, mera jo maid servant is also same, you are same as that. King will feel angry on you first. He may get you killed also. Similarly, if there is somebody supreme and he himself is saying, I am supreme, and if you say, no, you are same as this dog, then it is actually offensive. You are doing a mistake. It's called aparad. It's called aparada, nothing else. Okay, it's not called feel-good philosophy. You are not trying to do any justice for anybody. Okay, you are actually doing injustice because the Supreme is unpleased. Because you, first of all, do not know. On top of that, you are trying to neutralize a philosophy and concoct a philosophy without listening to what the Supreme is saying. That's called offensive behavior. That's why Krishna says such a person is a sinful person. So sinful people can never understand Bhagavad Gita. Only manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaya. Among millions of people, only one understands Krishna. Everybody is opening that, going to that honey bottle. They are only licking the bottle. Nobody is opening it and seeing. It's so clear here, right? So I'll show you one visual. You'll understand. Aham adirhi devana maharshinam sarvashaha means Krishna is like this. Let me show you a picture here. So yeah, like this. Yes, I'm sharing my screen, devotees. Yeah, see this? Are you able to see this? So Tamishwaranam Paramam Maheshwara means Krishna is the source of everything. He is the master of everybody, including every demigod, everybody. Okay, if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you'll clearly understand. When Lord Brahma, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, they all glorify Krishna in Bhagavatam. They say very clearly, Lord Shiva says in Bhagavatam that we are all affected by mode of goodness. We are in Sattvaguna. But you are Nirguna. You are beyond the modes of material nature. All the Devatas are only up to Sattvaguna. The human beings are in Rajoguna, Rakshasas are in Tamoguna. But you are Nirguna. You are transcendental. Okay, you are the supreme transcendental soul. Okay, so that means this is we have to understand. When you understand this, then we become freed from all sinful reactions. Otherwise, we don't become freed from sinful reactions. It's not so easy. Okay, with wishy-washy philosophies, feel-good philosophies, we cannot go back to God. We have to just take it. I mean, sometimes a medicine is little bitter also, right? But only that medicine works. Okay, sweet medicines are placebos. They don't work. Okay, if you take some placebo, you will feel that something happened, but actually nothing will happen out of it. That's not a medicine. If you want purification, if you want that, yeah, I should get rid of all my sins. I should completely become sarva papaihi pramuchyate. I want to become completely freed from sins. Then we have to simply accept what Krishna says. Just like Arjuna, right? Accept. Let's go to the next verse. Who wants to read this? Last verse for the day.
Prabhuji, may I?
But
Anybody was not read so far? Yeah, Devi Mataji didn't read. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Please go ahead.
Buddhir jnanam asamoha shama satyam dama samaha sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo bhayam chabhayam evacha ahimsa samata tustis tapodanam yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam mata eva pratak vidaha. Hare
Okay, you can
Krishna,
skip
Prabhu.
the synonyms. You can read the translation.
Okay. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame, and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So let's go through the purport here. It says the different qualities of living entities, be they good or bad, are all created by Krishna. Okay, there's an explanation here. What is intelligence? What is asamoha? What is the control of the senses? What is bhava? Abhava. Okay, what is ahimsa? Samata, satisfaction, dana, charity, fame, everything. So here the conclusion is, of whatever we find good or bad, the origin is Krishna. Nothing can manifest itself in the material world which is not in Krishna. Actually, in the beginning, a lot of you people you may be remembering also, okay, right? When we also came to Krishna consciousness in the beginning, when you came to Krishna consciousness in the beginning, this was not able to digest. We were not able to digest. When we said that, the good and bad both come from the Lord. Yes or no? Do you recollect those days when it was very difficult?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
But now we are able to understand, yeah, if there is anything bad in the world, that also should come from Krishna only. Because if it is not coming from Krishna, then it is dangerous, independent bad, isn't it? They say, Satan, they say Satan, Shaitan, Satan. If Satan is independent of God, then that is a very dangerous element. Yes or no? Satan or Maya is not independent of God, Krishna. It is Maya, is Krishna's Maya. Krishna says, Mama Maya Duratyaya. Everything that is good, everything that is bad comes from Krishna. Even the Rajasika, Satvika, Tamasika gunas also come from Krishna. The Devatas, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, everybody, the human beings, the Yakshas, Rakshasas who are in the Tamoguna, Pishachas, all the hobgoblins, ghosts, everybody is only, that source is Krishna only. Anything that is good or bad, dharma, adharma, is source is Krishna. Front side of Krishna is dharma, back side is adharma. But nonetheless, everything comes from God. This is something that we have to realize. Okay, there's nothing which is independent of God. All these qualities are, coming from God only. So I'll just show you this picture here. So it's like this. All the qualities, intelligence, clarity, knowledge, happiness and distress, birth and death, fear and fearlessness, fame and infamy, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, non-violence, all the good things in the world, every quality, the source of all the good qualities is Krishna. That is why he is called Sakala Guna Sampanna. He has got all the good qualities in full. Okay, everything, whatever good qualities that anybody may have is only a small fraction of that quality that is manifested in us by some good karma. That's all. So there is but he is completely good. Now, I will explain you with closing, I'll just explain you only one verse. Okay, which will explain why Krishna is the Supreme Personality. Okay, so this is a very nice verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. So, This is a very famous verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and which explains about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why are we saying Krishna is so kind? How can you say that Krishna is kind? Prove me. What is the kindness of Krishna? Just see this. Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jigam sayapayayad api asadhi lebhe gatim datri uchitam tatonyam kamva dayalum sharanam vrajema. Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of a mother to a she-demon Putana, although she was unfaithful, and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. How many of you understand what is going on here? Putana is Bala Ghatini. She's killer of small children. Means her profession is to kill babies. Now tell me, what is the possibility of a killer of small babies to become liberated? Is there any chance?
No chance.
No, Prabhuji.
No.
Absolutely no chance. Killer of small babies, infants. And that is her first disqualification. Second disqualification, the biggest disqualification, is she has come to meet Krishna for what purpose? Kill. She has come to kill Krishna. Where did she come? To kill Krishna. So she applied the Kalakuta Visha, which is like cyanide. Okay, it's cyanide poison. You can imagine cyanide. If you just put the tongue, you're dead. That's it. Cyanide poison she put her to her breast, and she came as if she wants to give milk to Krishna. And Krishna, what did he do next? Anybody can say Krishna? What did he do next? He killed Putana. He sucked the life air out of Putana. But after that, did Krishna send her to hell?
No, Prabhuji.
What did Krishna do then? What is the destination of Putana? The killer of infants and the person who has come to kill Krishna. What did he give?
He met mother in the spiritual world in Gokula.
There is a Vaikuntha Vimana that came from Goloka. There is from spiritual world, one airplane came and took this Putana, and it went to the spiritual world, to Golok Vrindavan, topmost abode. And there he gave the position of a mother. Okay? Even when her intention was to kill, her intention was only to kill, but she acted like a mother. Even though she was giving poison, she acted like a mother. Even just she was simply acting. He gave liberation, not just liberation, as a mother position in the Goloka. And to people like Shishupala was, from his childhood, Shishupala's only thing was he used to curse Krishna. His habit was to curse Krishna. So anytime he will find some time, he will curse Krishna. Just like devotees, every time they find time, they will be chanting about Krishna. This Shishupala will scold Krishna. Very worst. Like that he will scold. That is the only thing that he did all his life. And when he was killed by Krishna, he got Sayujya Mukti. So Kamsa, Shishupala, Aghasura, Bakasura, right? Trinavarta, Putana, all the demons who had come to kill Krishna, they all got liberation. And Putana, she got mother's position. Now tell me, is Krishna kind or not? What do you think? Is this merciful? Right?
Merciful, Prabhuji.
This is an example of extreme mercy. Kimva dayalum sharanam vrajema. Kamva dayalum sharanam vrajena means, who can be more merciful than this? Who can be more merciful than Krishna? Krishna is so merciful. Even if we go and act as if if we act like devotees also, Krishna will think, okay, he is a devotee. We may not be having all the qualifications of the devotee that Krishna gave in 12th chapter. He has given a very long list Okay, if we read that, it will feel it is impossible in any lifetime to get these qualities. He gives such, that is a qualification of a devotee. So at least if we simply act like a devotee, okay, let us wear a dress and let's put a tilak and act like a devotee, we'll chant 16 rounds, that's all. And Krishna will think, oh, he is a devotee. Got it? Hare Krishna. Alright, so we'll stop here, devotees. Hare Krishna. So, anything that you want to add or any realizations that you want to share? There's so much of silence.
Awestruck, Prabhuji.
You're all awestruck. Okay. Nice.
Prabhuji, we have read so many times about these 6 opulences, but never, like, you assimilated it all as so beautifully explained, like so satisfied from inside after listening to your class. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. What else, devotees? Anything you want to add or anything that you want to discuss or any questions? Any realizations that you want to share? How is your new year going? How's your new year going? All good?
Every day is a new year, Prabhuji.
Yeah, amazing. That's nice. Every day is a new year. Yeah. Because every day is a new day. Okay. When we read about Krishna, it's every day is so new. Okay, we feel so new. Bhagavad Gita is so new. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Very nice, devotees. Thank you.